Alrighty friendos, welcome in. So in today's video, you're doing another episode of You Decide, where we are playing on Zero Sanity, Zero Evidence. I'm gonna go inside, do all the tests necessary to figure out the ghost, but I'm not gonna tell you what the ghost is. You guys get to figure it out. This is great practice if you're still trying to get familiar with the ghost abilities, but you may be too nervous to go in there and do it yourself. This is a great way to practice. The timer in the top right is the smudge timer for I'll set that whenever I smudge the ghost, and then stop it whenever the ghost hunts again. And I'm going to keep up the same kind of momentum. If I know what the ghost is, we'll go ahead and leave. We'll load out, and if for some reason you don't know what the ghost is, I'll explain why it is what it is. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop inside and see what ghost it is. I always try to check if there's hiding in the garage, because that's my first go-to. And if there's not, okay, perfect. I usually go into the basement and go into this one spot and hope and pray it doesn't find me. Because trying to go upstairs, I can't tell you how many times I've smudged the ghost and try to go upstairs, and it paths perfectly and follows me right up there. So I try to never smudge and go upstairs. All right, now we wait, and I'll let you know when it's something. Okay, here we go. Okay, hunt is over. And I do apologize if you hear any little clicky clacking in the background. That's just my dogs meandering around. Their little toesies are a little loud on the wood floor. Okay. Alright, so I think the ghost spawned right here. I don't know if that's his room or if that's just where it was at that moment, but let's go ahead and get some other stuff set up. It's like crucifixes, candles, salts, and yeah. Alright, we're gonna put one here. Okay. What about here? I'd like to think that you're a hallway ghost, but we will soon find that out, shall we? Okay, we got that. Let's get some salts. What else do I want to grab? I don't know, maybe a thermometer. Maybe we'll grab a thermometer to see where exactly it is. Salts. Salts. Also, probably lighting the candles at some point would be helpful. Because, okay. Alright, so it looks like you may not even be here. Oh, I kid. I kid. That was oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, my dog started woofing right as this smudge timer was hitting 90 seconds, so I apologize a little bit, that's okay. Okay. So I did have to step outside for a second, turn that smudge timer. Just to calm them down, because there was a woofery that occurred. Okay. Okay, hello. Grandma do be approaching. You're okay, buddy. You're a good boy. Okay. So I'm half dog momming right now, half ghost hunting, so. Okay. Grandma. It's loud. Not appreciated. Okay. Yeah, I love when the air balls in this map just go upstairs. I literally had to run at that thing to go see it. It's just gonna disappear in an Narnia. Oh, okay. Excuse me, ma'am? Ma'am. I think you missed your target. It went upstairs and hit me, excuse me? I think this ghost forgot that it's supposed to hunt me. I think if full bone's like, meh, I'm good. I'm tired. There we go. Okie dokie, hunt is over. Oh, I do every time. I keep getting stuck on this box right here when I try to leave that door. Okay. I think she hunted from the living room that time. Have you changed rooms? Let's see. Oh yeah. Are you in here now? Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, maybe she could have been in here the whole time. But it's definitely like super coldish in here. Let's put this in like the middle of the room. I'm gonna leave like one protecting my back. Okay. That's... Okay. I think I know what this ghost is. I'm fairly confident. Let's go load out and see if you also know what the ghost is. I'll pop in the journal for just a second so you can take a peep. And then we'll load out and I'll explain why it is what it is. Ghost was indeed a shade, if you couldn't tell by the extremely long time it took for it to hunt. So the way shades work is they will never hunt in the same room as you. This ghost even like changed its favorite room from, it could have been the living room the whole time, but like if its room had been the hallway, it like literally changed its room to living room just so that it could get away from me to hunt. It never hunted in the same room for me. Like at that first hunt, it hunted in the hallway right outside the living room, and then the second time it hunted in the living room. So it was super inactive. I mean, I was sitting there for a while. It wasn't really doing anything. It did do a couple ghost events, but if you notice, they were mostly air balls or like transparent ghost events. Shades can do visible ghost events, but it's super rare, and they won't really be active as far as like throwing things. If you have a super boring ghost, it's most likely a shade. Okay, let's go and hop into another game and see what kind of ghosty we can get. Okay, so we're now in Tanglewood. Let's do it. Jesus, Grandma. Grandma's followed us from, Edgefield to Tanglewood now. You're not even looking at me, Grandma. You're looking away from me. Rude. That's my lighter. Leave it back. Oh. She's getting angry out there. She's throwing things. More things are being thrown. Just nonchalantly taking a sip of my coffee, hoping that she doesn't hunt on top of me. Grandma. It's enough now. Okie dokie, Grandma. Thank you for finally hunting. Oh, look, a bone. Okay, so I think her room is the garage. I'm assuming. Maybe? Alright, some stuff set up. Alright, got a crucifix here. Another crucifix. Oh, put over here. Don't break the lights, Grandma. Thank you very much. Get another candle. Maybe some salt. Okay. I've returned with a candle. Oh, okay. Okay, I apologize. I'm probably gonna have to cut that clip because my dogs started absolutely sending it in the middle of that hunt, so I apologize. They're a little woofy today. I'll try to either cut out those parts or lower the volume. Grandma wants to go for a stroll in the vehicle. Gladly. I don't have the key, so if she turns the car alarm on, well, that'd be rude. Oh, I'm gonna grab. I have salt by the front door. I'm gonna go grab that. Okay, maybe some here, and some here. Okay, I also haven't smudged her yet. So maybe we'll do that at some point too. Okay, Grandma. Okay. In case you didn't know, the hiding spot still works if it's blocked. Okay. I've returned, Grandma. Don't break the light, Grandma. I really like this light. Okay. Reconvening in the kitchen. It's very rude of you to do that. Oh, not this light too, Grandma. Well, we're gonna switch it. Bro. Ghost's name is Susan, and she's being a total Susan right now. I can comes over. Alright, we're gonna switch up strategies a little bit. Because she has taken all of the lights from the good rooms to loop in this establishment, so we're just gonna reconvene. I hear you touching that locker. I don't want it, Grandma. Not today. Not today. Okay. You know, I suppose we haven't smudged the ghost. I should probably do that, huh? That would probably be a useful thing. Okay, I'm going to smudge the ghost. I'm assuming you're still in here. Go and do that. I'll start a smudge timer. Alright. Okay. She's been smooged. Oh, she didn't like that. Hopefully she wasn't out here when I just did that. I'm really trusting you're in the garage right there, Grandma. Yeah, I'm getting a 0.6 look in the garage. Okay. Grandma, I was taking a sip of my coffee. I was taking a sip of my coffee. That was rude. I feel like in these U-decides to get all the sassy ghosts. They're like, oh, you're trying to make content for your community? Let me make things harder for you. That's Susan's voice right there. No, not this, Grandma! Help. Please, send help. I can't win. Bro. Oh, I just realized there's still a crucifix in the garage. I could have used it. Let me go check that. Use one of the few lights we still have left. Oh, okay, and then she immediately just took ghost events and turned it off. She hasn't used this yet. Okay. Not in the mood, Susan. Not in the mood. This is from earlier. I was gonna turn on the light, but you know. Okay. Okay. Can't turn that light on, that's right. She just turned off the breaker while I was doing that. I kid you not. I officially hate Susan. Okay. Now, to be honest, I have some hunches on what this ghost is, but I'm not like 100% sure. So I'm still doing some tests, and we'll just keep, if anything happens, I'll keep bringing you guys back. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep doing some stuff and things and such, and yeah. Love to get the breaker back on. That would just be delightful. Joke's on you, Grandma. I still have the laundry room light. Let's go. Oh no, I still have the dining room light too. Not that that really helps, but... I'm actually gonna smudge her again. Okay. So another timer. Alright, actually I want to grab another smudge stick though. I'm not sitting here with that one. Okay. You would do that. Sorry, I messed that up. Okay, I think I'm about exhausted all the tests I can do for Grandma. This is a tough one. I'll give you that. I have some hunches. I'm gonna go with my gut saying. I might be wrong. Let's go and pop this open. Go here. Let you take a peep. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. And let's go and load out and see if you're right. Ghost is indeed a Goryo. Okay, so a lot of you were probably thinking this ghost is a mare, right? Because she broke 3 lights. But this is why I always warn people, don't take light-breaking ghost events to heart, because I have literally had Goryos do 3 light-breaking ghost events. I've never in my life had a ghost follow me around like that and break all those lights. But this is definitely one of those games where it was a process of elimination to get down to Goryo, right? So I'm gonna go pop up my journal and talk about it. We were able to roll off Spirit because she, twice she hunted under 3 minutes after I smudged her. She was not throwing enough while she was hunting to be a poltergeist. Potentially it was a mare. Never hunted under 90 seconds after I smudged her. Also, she was able to hunt in the garage even though I had 2 crucifixes in there. And the crucifix range for the demon is like increased to 5 meters. So if it was a demon, it should have used those crucifixes first. Easily tracked me in the kitchen with my flashlight on when I was looping her, so I rolled off okay. She was super loud, like I could hear her in the garage when I was hiding in the boys' bedroom, so had rolled off Myling. Didn't get faster on my flashlight, wasn't a Raiju. She was normal speed, so she wasn't a Moroi. Stepped in Assault, wasn't a Wraith. I had kind of thought Banshee because she's doing a lot of seeing ghost events, but she never really seemed like, when I was showing the nursery, she never came in there and hunted on me. She evented on me, but like I was kind of close enough to the garage where it's not too weird if a Goryo were to come and event on me in there. So I eventually rolled up Banshee because she just didn't seem like she was following me around enough. Also, I never got a scream on a Banshee scream on the paramedic. I got like 3 or 4 whispers that weren't a Banshee scream. Normal speed, wasn't a Revenant. We'll go back to Yuri because I had suspected Yuri as well. It was normal speed, so it wasn't a Hantu. Used a crucifix by a lit candle, so it wasn't an Onryo. Didn't shapeshift while I was looping her. Wasn't an Obake. She was normal speed, wasn't a Dio. Had normal blink, wasn't a Phantom. Didn't speed up when she came out of the garage and saw me that first hunt. Also, she turned off the breaker, so it wasn't a Jinn. Hunted in the garage with me, wasn't a Shade. Wasn't visible enough to be an Oni. Was normal speed, wasn't twins. Really wasn't, she kind of was changing her behavior. It was weird, but in my gut, I knew she wasn't a mimic. Sometimes I have the mimic sense, sometimes I don't, but she didn't seem too different, like her behavior wasn't changing enough to be a mimic. I could have probably checked for orbs if I didn't. And she was normal speed, so she wasn't a Thay. So mentally, I had gotten down to these ghosts, and I really wanted to lean towards Mare because she broke 3 freaking lights. But no, in my experience, Mares like to change their room a lot if you have the lights on in their room. And I had that light on that garage for a while, and she never changed her favorite room. I mean, she eventually broke the light, but she was consistently, like, she would come and vent on me in the nursery, and then go back to the garage and hunt. So I'd kind of rolled off a Mare. And the reason I went down to Goryo instead, sorry about the barking by the way. The reason I got down to Goryo instead of Yuri is because it never changed its favorite room. Like, it loved that garage. It would event outside the garage, but then it would always just go back there and hunt from there. So I'd get back down to Goryo. I mean, it could have been a Yuri that just never changed its favorite room, but it loved the garage. So I stuck with Goryo. So that was definitely a tough one. If you're ever down to these 3, pay attention to if it ever changes its favorite room. Like, sometimes you can leave the light on in its room and see if it changes it. Down to these 2, it's tough because the Yuri doesn't really like to use its ability. But if you got that right, correct. If you didn't, that's fine too. That was a tough one. Okay, let's go and hop into one more game and see what kind of ghosts we can get. Okay, so now we are on a Ridge view. Well, let's do it. And we're in. Okay. Please, no more Shades and Goryos. Phasmo. Oh, bone. I can't. I don't think my heart can take it. Hello! You have brownie points if you know what that quote is from. The hello quote. Holy moly. Dude, I almost looped that thing the whole time. It did the double backs. The double backs right there. I probably could loop the whole time if I'd been more careful about the double back. Okay. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I'm gonna stay for one more hunt just to be sure. So I'm gonna grab a crucifix and we're just gonna hide and listen to the ghost. Do you know how ghost events are affected by the ghost speed of like their last hunt? And I think ghost event just came zooming at me. Came at me with a porpoise. Excuse me, sir. Go away. Lightly F off, sir. Thank you. Bro. Go back to the piano room. Isn't that your ghost room? Yeah, go back over there. Stop bullying me. What's your name? Peter? Not a fan, Peter. You're about to go on the Susan list. I guess I should have stopped that, huh? Sorry. Got distracted by Peter and his rudeness. Peter has just been in the garage for like 20 seconds just touching the locker doors. Anytime now, Peter. At your earliest convenience. Please slam the front door, lock it, and then proceed to peruse the household. Anytime. Here we go. Okay, sorry, I tried to move a bit closer in case you guys couldn't hear him because he was vibing out in the garage. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what this ghost is. I'm going to pop this open in case you do not know and you want to take a peep. Give you a couple seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and let's go load out and see if you're right. Ta-da! Ghost is indeed a Moroi. That was a pretty easy one. Like, Phasmo gods actually listened to me and gave us an easy ghost. So the reason you may have like mentally gone down to like twins. Yes. Well, okay. Well, I'm not gonna cross everything off. You probably got down to like Moroi, twins, maybe Hantu and Thay. The reason we were able to cross off Hantu is because that with the breaker on, it would have been slower. It like wouldn't have gradually sped up with line of sight, and I imagine the kitchen wouldn't have been, or the dining room wouldn't have been that cold, so it probably would have been relatively slow, and then also change its speed moving throughout the house. It wasn't a Thay because it gradually sped up with line of sight whenever I was looping at that first hunt. Wasn't twins, it was just way too fast to be twins. Like, the fast twin is just slightly faster than normal, and this ghost was way faster than normal. The way the Moroi works, in case you don't know, is that the lower your sanity, the faster the ghost is. So at 0% sanity, a Moroi is going to be pretty fast, which we're playing on 0% sanity. And they also gradually speed up with line of sight, so if you loop this ghost long enough, it becomes the fastest ghost in the game if you're at 0% sanity. I could have also smudged it and seen if it ignored me for twice as long after I smudged it, but I was fairly confident it was a Moroi, so I didn't do that, and I also didn't want to like make it super easy that it was a Moroi, because I feel like the smudge test just instantly they're like, okay, Moroi. So it was Moroi. Woo! Alright, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to drop it a like. It helps out with algorithm so much. If you love to drop me a sub. Otherwise, good luck ghost hunting, and I will see you in the next one.